Welcome back, treasure hunters and history lovers. Today, we're diving deep into a coin that many of us may have passed through our hands without a second thought. But what if I told you that a simple penny from 1977, yes, a Liberty 1-cent coin with a tiny D mint mark, could now be worth up to $1 million? Stay with me as we uncover the hidden secrets, rich history, and the mind-blowing value of the 1977 D Liberty 1-cent coin, minted right here in the United States. This isn't just any coin. This is a potential jackpot hiding in plain sight. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss a story that could change your fortune. Let's set the scene. The year was 1977, a time of economic change, shifting politics, disco music, and cultural transformation. The United States was still feeling the ripple effects of the Vietnam War, while technology and consumerism were beginning to reshape American life. Amid all this, the U.S. Mint continued its mission to produce coins for daily commerce, including the iconic Lincoln cent, known for its timeless design and enduring value. But what made the 1977 D Liberty 1-cent coin stand out? First, let's break down the basics. The D in the 1977 D signifies that the coin was minted at the Denver Mint, one of the most important mints in the country. That year, Denver produced over 4.2 billion Lincoln cents. That's right, billions! So what's the big deal? Why is one of these coins suddenly being valued at $1 million? The story lies not just in the coin itself, but in rare errors, exceptional quality, and collector demand. The 1977 D Liberty 1-cent coin features the classic Lincoln portrait on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner. This design has graced the penny since 1909 and honors the legacy of President Abraham Lincoln, one of America's greatest leaders. Above Lincoln's head, the word Liberty is stamped, a powerful symbol of American values. To the right, the date 1977, and below that, the all-important D mint mark. Flip the coin, and you'll find the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, a tribute to the enduring ideals of democracy and unity. But here's where things get fascinating. Back in 1977, this coin was quite literally worth 1 cent. It was used for buying bubble gum, slotting into payphones, or dropped in donation jars. In day-to-day life, no one could have imagined that this humble penny would one day command a six-figure price tag. For decades, these coins circulated widely. Some suffered the wear and tear of time, others were lost or destroyed. But a few special ones survived in pristine condition. And that's where things change. The circulation value of the 1977 D Liberty 1-cent coin remains modest for common worn coins, typically around 1 to 5 cents. Even in slightly better condition, most of these coins only fetch a few dollars at best. So what makes a single 1977 D coin worth $1 million? Let's find out. There are rare versions of the 1977 D coin that have stunned collectors and auction houses alike. Here's what drives up the price. Minting errors. Some 1977 D coins have been discovered with rare double die errors, off-center strikes, or planchet anomalies. These are incredibly rare and often fetch thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. High-grade condition. One of the most jaw-dropping facts? A 1977 D Lincoln cent, graded MS-67 or higher by PCGS or NGC, is nearly impossible to find. Only a tiny handful exist in this mint state, untouched by time, nearly flawless under the microscope. These coins are the holy grail for collectors. One-of-a-kind rarity. There are rumors and even claims that a perfect 1977 D Liberty 1-cent coin, preserved in museum-grade condition or featuring an undiscovered mint error, has been privately valued at $1 million. Yes, a single penny worth $1,000,000. Imagine finding one of those in your old piggy bank. Coin collecting is not just a hobby, it's an investment, a historical journey, and sometimes even a pathway to wealth. Over the last few decades, the demand for rare U.S. coins has soared. And pennies, particularly Lincoln cents with unique stories, have led the charge. The 1977 D Liberty 1-cent coin is a sleeping giant in this world. While most of these coins are still circulating or tucked in drawers, the few that have surfaced in extraordinary condition are gaining momentum. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for flawless coins with full strike and luster, rare error variants, never before seen coins with rich provenance, or featured in numismatic exhibits. In fact, top auction houses have hinted that if a never before seen 1977 D coin with a combination of a rare error and a flawless mint state ever appeared, the bidding could skyrocket well beyond $1 million. So how can you tell if you have the $1 million coin? Here's what to look for. Check the mint mark. Make sure it's a clear D under the date. No smudging or doubling. Examine for errors. Look for signs of doubling in the letters or numbers, off-center images, or signs the coin was struck on the wrong planchet. Inspect the surface. Coins that have never been in circulation, known as uncirculated or mint state, will have a mirror-like shine and no scratches. Get it graded. Submit your coin to a reputable grading company like PCGS or NGC. A high MS grade can instantly multiply its value. Don't overlook those pennies. Your treasure may already be in your pocket. The 1977 D Liberty 1-cent coin is more than a small piece of copper. It's a symbol of American legacy, hidden value, and the enduring mystery of everyday treasures. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just someone curious about coins, this is 1 cent you'll never look at the same way again. And remember, one person's penny might just be another person's $1 million dream. Tell us in the comments, have you ever found a rare coin? Do you have a 1977 D Liberty penny in your collection? Like, share, and subscribe for more hidden treasures, and hit that bell so you never miss a fortune in your fingertips. This is bringing history back to life. Coin collectors and history lovers, you're watching Rare Coin Treasures, the ultimate place where coins tell their stories and values rise beyond imagination. In today's episode, we're diving deep into the rich history and hidden value of an incredible coin, the 1978 D Liberty 1-cent. If you own one or are just curious about small coins with big stories, then stay with us till the end. This might just surprise you. Let's rewind the clock back to the year 1978, a time when disco was alive, gas prices were rising, and the United States Mint was still producing copper coins that now feel like hidden gems in our pockets. The 1978 D Lincoln cent, also commonly known as the Liberty 1-cent, was minted at the Denver Mint, which is why it carries the D Mint mark just below the date. This coin features the iconic image of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, which first appeared in 1909 to commemorate Lincoln's 100th birthday. The reverse side of this coin shows the Lincoln Memorial, a design that had replaced the wheat stalks back in 1959 to mark Lincoln's 150th birth anniversary. This reverse was designed by Frank Gasparo, a highly respected engraver of the U.S. Mint. Now here's a fascinating fact. In 1978, these pennies were still made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, weighing 3.11 grams each. That makes them quite different from the pennies produced after 1982, which were made of mostly zinc due to rising metal costs. That a staggering 4,280,233,400 Liberty 1 cents were minted in Denver in 1978. Yes, over 4 billion coins. This makes it a very common coin in terms of availability. But what makes some 1978 D pennies truly special are the errors, varieties, and their metal composition. With the rise in copper prices, the melt value of these coins alone can sometimes exceed 1 cent. While it's illegal to melt pennies for profit, collectors still value these coins more for their metal content and historical significance. In circulated condition, the 1978 D penny is still worth about 1 to 5 cents. However, don't be fooled by its everyday appearance. In uncirculated or mint state condition, the story gets much more exciting. So, what's the real market value of a 1978 D Liberty 1 cent today? If your coin is in mint state MS63 condition, it could fetch up to $1 to $5. In higher grades like MS65 or MS67, collectors are willing to pay $20 to $50 or more, especially if the coin is red-toned and sharply struck. Now let's talk about the real money makers, the rare error coins. Some 1978 D pennies have been found with double die obverse DDO, where the date, Liberty, or Lincoln's features are doubled off center strikes, die cracks, or cuts struck on a dime planchet. If you find any of these errors, the value could skyrocket up to hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on condition and demand. In 2021, one stunning MS67 RD 1978 D Lincoln cent sold for over $800 at auction. And today, top-graded coins certified by PCGS or NGC can still fetch high collector premiums. Oh, why should you hold on to a 1978 D penny? Because it's more than a coin. It's a piece of American history, made with real copper, bearing the image of one of the most respected U.S. presidents, and minted in a year filled with economic and cultural changes. For beginner collectors, it's an affordable way to start. And for experienced numismatists, finding a high-grade or rarer version of the 1978 D penny is a true treasure hunt. Whether you're collecting for history, hobby, or investment, the 1978 D Liberty 1 cent deserves a special spot in your collection. So, do you have a 1978 D penny lying around in your house? Go ahead, check your piggy banks, jars, and pocket change, because that little copper coin might be worth more than you think. If you found this video informative, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on the hidden gems in your collection. And drop a comment below if you found any rare or high-value 1978 D pennies. We'd love to hear your story. For watching Rare Coin Treasures, where every coin has a story, and some are worth more than gold. See you in the next video, where we uncover the secrets, stories, and values behind some of the most fascinating coins in American history. If you're a coin collector, a treasure hunter, or just curious about that 1 cent coin in your pocket, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving deep into a truly iconic piece of American currency, the Liberty 1-cent 1979 coin. Is it just a regular penny, or could it be worth a fortune? Let's find out. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell icon so you don't miss any rare coin updates. Section 1. History of the 1979 Liberty 1-cent coin. The 1979 Liberty 1-cent coin is a part of the Lincoln Memorial Cent series, which was first introduced in 1959 to commemorate the 150th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. This design replaced the original wheat reverse that had been in use since 1909. The obverse, front, of the coin features a right-facing portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, a design that has been admired and retained for over a century. The word Liberty is inscribed on the left side of the coin, with the year 1979 on the right, and the national motto, "In God We Trust," across the top. The reverse, back, shows the iconic Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. If you look closely, you can even see a tiny image of Lincoln seated in the middle of the memorial, the only U.S. coin to feature the same individual on both sides. The 1979 Lincoln cent was produced at 3 different mints: Philadelphia, No Mint Mark; Denver, D Mint Mark; and San Francisco, S Mint Mark. Proof coins. Section 2. Mintage and circulation facts. Let's take a look at how many of these coins were produced in 1979. Philadelphia Mint, No Mint Mark, over 6.2 billion coins were minted. Denver Mint, D, over 4.1 billion coins. San Francisco Mint, S, proof only, about 3.7 million proof coins altogether. More than 10 billion 1979 Liberty 1-cent coins were released into circulation, making it one of the highest mintage years for the Lincoln Memorial Cent because of such massive production. Most 1979 pennies were used for everyday transactions and were often overlooked as collectible coins. But not all coins are created equal. Some rare variants and error coins from this year are now considered hidden treasures. Section 3. Error coins and rare variants. Here's where things get really interesting. While most 1979 pennies are common, error coins from this year can be highly valuable. Look out for these rare errors. Double die obverse, DDO. This occurs when the die strikes the coin more than once, causing a noticeable doubling of the lettering or date. A strong DDO in 1979 can fetch between $50 to $200 or more, depending on the condition. Off-center strikes. If the coin was not struck properly and is off-center by 5% to 90%, the value can range from $10 to several $100s. BIE error. This happens when a small die break appears between the letters B and E in Liberty, forming what looks like the word BIE. These errors can sell for $5 to $25. Clipped planchet. If a part of the coin is missing due to an error during minting, it could be worth $15 to $100 plus, especially if it's dramatic. Section 4. Current market value. So, what is the current market value of the 1979 Liberty 1-cent coin? Here's a breakdown. Circulated condition, regular coins. Generally worth 1 cent to 5 cents. Uncirculated condition, MS60 to MS65. Value ranges from 10 cents to $1.50. Mint state with high grades, MS67 and above. Can sell for $5 to $50 plus, depending on eye appeal and grading. Authority proof coins, from the San Francisco Mint, mirror finish, in pristine condition, they are valued between $2 to $15, and even more if certified error coins, double die, off-center, etc., depending on rarity and grade, can go up to hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Some rare 1979D or 1979 no mint mark coins in perfect MS68 red condition have sold for over $400 at auctions. Section 5. Collector's Tips. If you're hunting for 1979 Liberty 1-cent coins, follow these expert tips. Always check the date and mint mark carefully. Use a magnifying glass to spot doubling in letters and numbers. Keep coins stored in protective holders to preserve their condition. Consider grading your coins through PCGS or NGC if they appear in high mint state condition. Look for full red color. This enhances a penny's value. Conclusion. Final thoughts. The Liberty 1-cent 1979 coin is a fascinating piece of American history. While most of them are still only worth face value, certain high-grade specimens and rare error coins can bring in serious profits for collectors. Whether you're starting out or already deep into numismatics, this humble penny reminds us that sometimes the smallest coins carry the biggest stories. Thank you for watching. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment below if you have a 1979 penny or want help identifying an error coin. We'll be bringing you more rare coin content, tips, and values in upcoming videos. So stay tuned, and remember, every coin tells a story. What's in your pocket?